Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 17 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 replay, brought to you by Ken, and that's it. It's just a 1v1. No Tank Fest 2016, everybody, sorry. It's Endless Night and Ken, that's all pretty much who's playing. But in any case, if you guys have any questions about staying in a replay, you can look up a video how to send a COH2 replay and send in yourself a COH2 replay. See how simple it is, or you can do it on COH2.org, but I sure you just sign up for an account and do it. I don't care whichever one. And honestly, thank you guys for sending in so many replays. I do have a nice wide selection, so at least I can pick from a variety of people so it doesn't get stale. Yeah, so that's pretty epic in my book. In any case, yeah, so again, we have an OKW player and an American player. Interesting. I think Earth had a game like similar to this, where it was 1v1. I think on a bigger scale, like 4v4s. Why the really? I really hope you guys can't hear that. It's a garbage truck currently just pulled in. Recycling maybe. But anyway, I find that Americans are better in smaller games, 1v1 or 2v2. But if it's smaller, I mean, but I'm sorry, smaller. But it's a bigger game, I feel like the Americans don't do that well with a big group. Maybe if it's one, if it's any more than one, I feel like the Americans become the weak link. That's just me. But in any case, we could see, of course, let's go to Ken and see what he's doing. He's pumping out riflemen and some rear echelons. That's pretty much all you can do. What are you building? Oh, you're placing a mine? No, sandbag, not mines. Although you can't place mines with this doctrine. Heavy cavalry company, you do get a Pershing. That's a highlight. It's a good heavy tank, but it's about as powerful as a Panther. So again, note that. Also, again, let's see. Other highlights is the off-map smoke, which is great for getting around MG nests, and actually, I'll say the rifleman defensive structures, because again, they're great for placing like this, or pretty much placing those MG nests, or even mines, which I love. In any case, double checking, it is Colodin Firma. Wait, really? That's the name of the map? Colodini Firma. Alright, well, I'm going to butcher that name. Kubel, I guess he's made the Kubel to go around and capture a lot of points. He is making a lot of Volk squads. Pretty smart. Again, have a good frontline infantry force against riflemen, because riflemen can be an issue. Be a big issue, though you're in the building, but you have one window to shoot through, so that's not necessarily the best area with just like a squad. Maybe an MG, of course, but not a squad. There's some guys here, maybe move up because they're not really shooting. I think one guy yeah, you have one guy shooting. That's amazing. Negative cover, this guy's gonna take advantage of that. This guy's capping with his rear echelon on the left. Probably should heal his Kubel in the meantime. Let's see. Overall, I see the riflemen have advantage here, of course, because again, they have just really only fighting one person, and you have one guy in this building firing. But if we look inside, ooh, building cam. Really, the rest of them aren't doing anything. Yeah, the rest are down here just looking around. They're not really shooting. Just a fun fact. I think I've had, you know, I did have a game on this map before. I remember this building. Okay. Anyway, Kubel retreating. I guess, actually, I think that he used the Kubel just to get around and focus the rifleman at cover. That was actually a smart move. I will say that. That was pretty smart. Because, again, that made the riflemen turn around and shoot the thing closer to them, which actually allowed them to do some nice shots while they moved to negative cover. This guy needs to run away. This guy, at least, you know, he's firing on, you know, broadside finally, but, you know, yep, he's just going to move back up and just fire from the front, because why wouldn't you? We also have the Luftwaffe ground forces. Very interesting. This is a doctrine better for early game. We can see this one. This is better for, in my opinion, late game, I would say, because Rangers are heavy infantry. Again, you could make them now, but they're pretty much better late game. Very good close range, but like I said, I don't necessarily think they're all that great, because while they can take a lot of hits and they're great at killing units close range, they're stuck at long range, and I feel long range, range is one of the big things COH2. And I would prefer paratroopers with LMGs compared to them. But that's just me. They're probably the best infantry in the game, but like I said, sorry, best infantry for Americans. We also have Fallschirmjägers. Again, they're good, they don't have a lot of defense until you rank them up. That's the big thing. They have a lot of attack power, though. Airborne Assault, I think, is a waste. At MG plus bunkers, stuff like that is pretty good. If he puts down goddamn flak emplacements, I'm going to lose it. Because I originally loved those things on one map because it breaks ice. Now I think they're useless. So right now we could definitely see the OKW player. Ooh, he's in a pickle. He has not set down a base yet, while the American player Ken has put down, pretty much made this captain, which allows him the company command post, which allows him, again, the nice Stuart, the howitzer, or the AT gun. Either one of these is a great addition. Any of these. Now, I think he might go howitzer just simply because of the fact if this OKW player just starts fortifying, the howitzer is a great unit to take it out. Again, even though in heavy cover, again, there's just a lot of units, and unfortunately that could just easily kill it. We look at resource-wise, we can see here, though, the American player, Ken, is going for more resources, and even though he's not necessarily connecting all of them... Oh, there we go. There it's connected. And now it's not. It's at least still making sure the OKW player doesn't have it, which is still a big, big plus. Let's see. Where are you, Captain? Okay, Captain has a nice... Again, you can see it's a better close range, and the bazooka can get some nice hits, but overall, it's good against vehicles and with supporting units, because it has a few abilities that help with support. I wouldn't say it's a good unit by itself, so that's why I felt it was kind of weird for him to send it off. Let's see, the OKW player could capture both, and also in this situation where Echelon most likely will lose, even though they have low health. For Echelon, don't have that high attack power. I know there's the rear Echelon spam. You can equip them with bars and bazookas and make them a living nightmare, but again, this isn't where I don't think that these two players are going to do that. Let's look at rank. Endless Knight actually is the advantage, but they're both lower level players, so whatever. And in case you're saying, oh, Greyshot, low level players suck, blah, blah, literally just go watch Tankfest 2016, and that will answer your dumb question. Anyway, let's move on. Kubel coming into support. We do have bars, so he is going for the upgrade. Very smart. He's also going for the grenade upgrade. Also very smart. The American team, I find, especially on this doctrine, because it doesn't really require a lot of high level, like I never see combined arms used. So you never use a lot of heavy munitions resources other than upgrading units, and then of course using grenades, which is great. It's good for him because, again, on the flip side you have the OKW, and while they do have a lot of like small upgrades and bigger stuff they can do, especially like airborne assault, which I think is a waste if he does do it, but that's just me. I see airborne assault as good as if you're in the middle of a battle and you do it while there's a fight going on, because that's just a little extra support. But the planes do shit. Anti-aircraft fire will shoot them down, and the Fallschirmjägers themselves are just normal Fallschirmjägers. They're not that powerful. Nice job again. Again, cutting off that point. Too bad there isn't a point really, except for the star, which doesn't even help. He's still getting that, but whatever. At least he's trying to come in from multiple directions. That being said, the Kubel, once again, trying to go around. But as you can see, we do have bazooka units, which is a big issue. Now I'm thinking Ken might go for the Stewart, but maybe not. On the flip side here, this guy almost went for the Puma, as we just saw, but I think he changed his mind simply because of the fact that we saw his unit over, like, bazooka, and he's like, maybe that's not the best idea. We have Fallschirmjägers coming over here. That will definitely help. Nice grenade. Oh, never mind. Just did nothing. Can we grab that Panzerschreck, please? Anyway, Fallschirmjäger, again, really good for attack power and killing infantry, but the thing is, they're very easily killable, and they don't have a high amount of health. So you need to make sure that you keep them alive and pretty much as a support unit until you rank them up. I would say, let's see. Reduces chance of being... Yeah, probably like rank 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 and 3 would definitely help. Once you get their survivability up, they become incredibly deadly. But again, you need to get them past a certain point. Which is easy or hard. I mean, like in this scenario, as you can see, they're doing a lot of damage, but they're still taking quite a bit from a unit that, again, fought a Volk squad, and the Volk squad barely lost it. I mean, like, it fought, but I mean, it's like, it's 440 versus a weaker unit. You figure they won't do much. Okay, so we have this mechanized regiment. Dude, you need to focus on spreading out your forces. I know the American player is doing a really good job at spreading out, and you're kind of lacking in that department. I do feel like you need something. I think actually a Panzer headquarters might be good. He's very lucky this territory is here, because otherwise he would lose it. An MG could be good. That's MG34. He does use smoke, so again, he's anticipating that move and doing that. I think maybe getting in this building or this... Wait, is that MG? Yeah, it is MG. Good. All right, so maybe... Let's see. Is there an MG location in this sector? Not really. I guess the best thing you do is put an MG here. Kind of blocks him from coming in multiple angles. That's your best strategy. But again, it would mean like holding this point and rushing up. Because you don't think you can come through this way. No. There's like a trail there. But the only way they could come in is through these two key points. If you block that, you could stop them and you could take over this entire territory. But then again, they might push over here, which might be a good reason. Put the MG here and send your infantry focus on that position. Just me. We do have a nice mix of bars and bazookas, so at least he is strategizing. He is making sure he's a nice, well-formed army. And as you can see, the Fallschirmjäger cannot really stand up to that. Again, they are ranked up slowly but surely, so that gives him a little bit more of an edge. But like I said, even with that edge, the Fallschirmjäger, if ranked up enough with infantry support, would be definitely a big threat. Now, of course, you can say, oh, the MG's here. Well, there's big force, so they can't shoot. So they're going to capture this territory. I feel like the OKW needs to start capturing territory, because right now the American player is most likely going to rush. And by rush, I mean he's probably going to go... Yeah, there we go. He has a major. So he does have a major, and he has an ambulance. So he has enough for like a forward assembly. Okay, not bad. I do feel like don't put it near a point. I feel like right here would be good. Or... trying to think. Yeah, like right here would be a really good spot, because the tree and foliage would cover it. And of course, like, oh, you can say, oh, Greyshot will come up this way. Well, it's still close enough to the base where, as long as he's defending it correctly, it'll be fine. So right now the big issue is the fact that you can see also the American player just has more units, and he's not necessarily killing them. He needs to start killing these rifleman squads, especially these higher rank squads, if he wants to pretty much have a better chance of winning. Because right now, again, he has one unit that's barely alive, and he still has a bigger army. So that's a big problem. Now, Endless Night, he should honestly get a truck, and I actually have no idea what he's saving up for. I'm assuming he's trying to save up for a truck, and I would put that truck around the fuel, like right here, so that way these 2 points are secure. You keep those 2 points, and you keep at least something under your control. But right now, yeah, at least you have the MG advantage, which will at least suppress them from coming in. So you have that also. Very nice job. Again, Stern Pioneer behind heavy cover as they run up through MG fire. The Stern Pioneers are going to light them up, essentially. Yeah, these guys are going to be on the ground. These guys are going to be lighting up. It's going to be pretty bad. And it's pretty much a slaughter. Nice grenade, killing a few guys. Almost killing the Stern. Should have moved the unit, but hey, at least the MG did its thing and held them back. Also, Stern Pioneers almost killed them. Very lucky you did not lose it, but hey, at least I'll give you that. Looks like OKW is making a push over here. The American player, again, as you can see, not really that far back these units have to go to get healed and reinforced. And as you can see, he does have Rangers. So with those Rangers, he could go for the upgrade and get the Thompsons. But like I said, increase your short range effectiveness, not long range. I feel like long range is good. This map, you could use the foliage and cover to kind of get close. We can see those incendiary grenades. Most likely the OKW threw it with one of these units. But like I said, right now, the big thing is just keeping these units alive. And I feel like he's about to lose this Fallschirmjäger unit. Armor-piercing rounds. Armor-piercing rounds. I always say use armor-piercing rounds. Because it literally mows down all infantry. Even if it's this stupid thing as the MG34. Until it gets ranked up, which is amazing. You really need to activate it. It's 15 munitions. Not that much in the grand scheme of things. Nice job at least getting that fuel back. And what are you doing? You got yourself a Puma. Why are you getting yourself a Puma? Dude, you need to get the supply truck, and that way you can put a base down. I would recommend in this location, and you have enough fuel to get both of them. So, you know, just saying, do that. I can see why you want to go for Puma, so you have something that's good long range. But on this map, while it's very easy for the Puma to navigate, I still feel like with all the bazooka teams, stuff like that, it would be very easy for them to also die. And infantry is your main game right now, not really armor. And while I feel like being preemptive is a good idea, I feel like also making sure that you have something to take out the most predominant threat currently is also a good thing. What's the most predominant threat? oh, I don't know, the Rangers and the Riflemen with the bars and the bazookas pushing you back slowly but surely may or may not be the biggest threat you currently face. But in the meantime, Ken is going to give himself a Sherman. Now, this Sherman, like, pretty much is good. It pretty much gets all targets. You can armor pierce around it. You could activate explosive rounds, whatever you want. And it will essentially make it very good. Also, we have a big issue where he's not healing his infantry. As you can see, his infantry is still at an issue with health, while the riflemen are able to heal. So actually, if he really wants to be the infantry game and fight that, he needs a medic HQ. And he doesn't necessarily have to put it near front line. He can put it right next to his base. He's not that far. This map is pretty small, so he doesn't have to go very far. That being said, I do like the Kenworth for camouflage. At least if the Sherman's like, oh, rush through here, he could actually be blindsided and taken out. Puma, good for taking out that heavy cover. Now he's a negative cover. Why'd you put prioritized vehicles? Now that he knows that's there. Oh, you gave away the element of surprise. Why? Why would you give away the element of surprise? Nice incendiary grenade burns down the church and makes the rifleman run. But like I said, the biggest issue right now is the fact that now you have a Sherman on the field, rushing down Main Street, heading straight for that Puma. And I'm going to assume it's going to kill that Puma pretty effectively. No, he could go for 50 cal up top, which I would recommend. A Sherman's a pretty good unit to have. Especially with 50 cal, very good infantry killer. That's the thing. Maybe not necessarily the best thing against armor. I mean, it's a Sherman. It's like a support tank, but it still can hold its own. It still can do some damage. That being said, if you've seen Fury, you know how much a Sherman really does against the Tiger. Hopefully that is... Yeah, it is a Sherman. I swear to God, it better be... even if it's like a quote-unquote Sherman, like Easy 8 or some type of variant, it still looks like a goddamn Sherman. Or allied armor, which references this. Nice job, Smoke. But that being said, he can still see through this direction. Armor-piercing rounds, dude. Armor-piercing rounds. Alright, so where's your Puma? Puma's running back. Why would your Puma run over there? What was the point? Anyway, kind of using long range. We do have some Volk squads moving up. He needs to heal his infantry. I think he's actually lost a few infantry units. And now he's just retreating. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. You're chasing. And you're pulling back. Good. This guy's going to pull back, most likely get out, vehicle crew, and heal his tank. Very good about the American armor. You can jump out of it and heal. The problem is, if this guy was also if the enemy guy was smart, he would find where this unit is, pop out a Fallschirmjäger squad next to a building, and get himself in the Sherman and run. Because I've seen that happen, and it is great. GTA has done that quite a few times. One of my favorite games, I think it was on Face Off at Rostov. He did that. He stole an armored unit. It was great. It was great. But that's what I would say. Let's see. Finally pushing up over here, but you're taking the point with that. I get why he's moving the major around. He wants to try to rank that up so he gets more special abilities. That's cool. But right now you're versing stuff that I don't think you can really battle by yourself. I think maybe just having one rifleman there with support would probably be the best thing. It doesn't take that much to rank up one, so that's just me. Trying to capture some territory. You don't really have the resources for it, and dude, you really, really need to put down again, Panzer headquarters right here. Now, again, you could be saying, oh, Greyshot, why you criticize the American player? Well, I can't. He has all of his infantry upgraded. He has a Sherman good against all targets. He's saving up most likely for a Pershing heavy tank now, and honestly, I can't complain. I can't. He's doing resource gain very well. He's making sure that he keeps units alive. They're all ranked up 2-star, 3-star respectively. So again, he's making sure they're pretty good. So I can't really complain. And he also has explosive rounds on because you know he's going to be fighting infantry more than armor. 2-star though, Fallschirmjäger, that could be a big issue if he doesn't get that thing, dead very soon. As you can see, because it is massacring a lot of his units. Oh my god. And it might... Why would you move up? Why would you move up? Oh, for Kenworth and Puma taken out, we also could have a... Oh, rear shot. Panzer Shrek fire. Oh, damage engine. Because again, Fallschirmjäger has the ability to fire Panzerfaust. Puma's on the case. Puma's on the case. Sherman, run. Run, Sherman. Run. You smoke. Do something. Man, he almost landed on the house. So, yeah. I get what he was trying to do, is trying to help out his own units, but like I said before, oh, another Fallschirmjäger unit, because why not? Captain, Captain again, double. Wow, very lucky that one missed. Wow, that was a nice Puma shot. I had way too much infantry. I don't think the OKW play can really hold it. Very nice placement. Like I said, this is perfect. Holds this point and this point from enemy incursion, and also some nice cover. So, nice. Very nice. But that being said, we can see the map. The American player has all the resources. And, I mean, it's hard, because the American player is essentially a hit-and-run unit. Or a faction, I should say, sorry. I also love how these guys are now going to be owned. But, will they actually take it in time? Yeah, they probably will take it. He's retreating, because he knows. Now, unfortunately, these Rashlands probably don't stand a chance. MG, dude, you have an MG in this building. It's going to die. Get him out of there. Buildings are great until they collapse on you. And this one literally looks like there's no support left. I don't even know, honestly, how that door is still there. Now, unfortunately, oh wow, nice AT grenade again. 1-star riflemen do have access to an AT grenade. Like I said, whatever reason, AT grenades were apparently very popular in World War II, but never used afterwards. Very surprised. In any case, the Puma gets this aim shot ability, which is really good at disabling targets. Great. It can hit it, maybe knock out the Sherman's turret, whatever. Very good. Very, very good. Because again, essentially what that will do is make sure that this thing, or whatever Armenia versus, doesn't necessarily murder it. But that being said, as you can see over here, unfortunately, his infantry survivability is at odds with what he's trying to do. He keeps losing units. While he is getting Fallschirmjägers, they can't consistently fight that. They're not ranked up. And we can see this perfect example. First, you should probably in heavy cover. Secondly, again, while they are doing more damage now, and they do have that range advantage, as soon as they close the gap, these guys are going to own with their Thompsons, because that's what Thompsons do. They destroy. And while okay, you retreated, not sure exactly why. And with the AT forces here, along with, oh, I don't know, the Jackson, this guy's going to have to get something really, really good to fight that. And he doesn't have the resources or the manpower. Honestly, I don't even know what he would get. I mean, you can't get a king, which I would say is good against all targets and probably the thing you want. There's no way you're going to get it with the fuel income you're currently receiving. So let's look at the odds. You have a Panzer IV, which can't necessarily go toe-to-toe with a Jackson, or a Panther, which can't necessarily go toe-to-toe with all the infantry that Ken has. Again, note all the 3-star units. I'm not saying that, again, that's a great thing. That's necessarily Endless Knight's fault. I am saying, though, that, again, he needs to actually start killing units, and he's not doing that. Nor is he, if he wanted to go the infantry game, which kind of seems like he was trying to do with the Puma, because otherwise they don't really get why you want a Puma. You should have got a medical headquarters as well by now, so that way you can heal your infantry, and you can make sure they're back up to full health. Yes, that Volk squad's back up to full health, because that has a special ability after so long. We can see here they retreated. Again, most likely they pulled that back because maybe of an incursion, Fallschirmjäger or something kind of scared him. We have Jackson on standby, make sure the Puma doesn't rush up. That being said, Riflemen are just coming through. He can't really fight that. I mean, he has a 5-star Volk squad, which helps, but I mean, the Puma can only do so much. It's not really designed to kill infantry, although he's doing a pretty good... How do you kill a friendly with this thing? Whatever. It's not designed to kill nice AT grenade. Yeah, it's just not designed to kill infantry. Oh, now we have a wounded Puma for the Jackson following. Armor-piercing rounds. Armor-piercing rounds. And you will suppress all of these. Nice fire grenade. At least they burn. Oh, wait, grenade. Yeah. This is where... Oh, 3-star. Very nice MG34, but you're going to lose it. Yep, there it goes. Because of bars and bazookas. And right now, I'm pretty much calling GG. There's not much much really Endless Knight can do. Again, I'm assuming he's saving up for a Panther. That's what I am going to say. You got another false. Never mind. I have no idea what he's saving up for now. Why can't I? Nice grenade, though. Why do I keep seeing these? Can I please just see the truck? I don't want it. There we go. Yeah, so again, Panther's 200 fuel. I'm assuming he was saving for that. And he's trying to do a Fallschirmjäger ambush. The problem is he's just not ranking them up. Like, I would say group them together, do a nice combo. Don't spread them apart. That's the problem right now. It's like you need to not only kill these units, you need to decisively win against them. Unfortunately, you're not doing that. Well, Ken, oh boy, Ken, doing a really good job. Lots of rifleman stars, a lot of good units, and we're about to most likely get a Pershing. And since we only have a Puma on the other team with two really AT units, it's GG. It's GG. Yeah, I mean, survivability is king. It doesn't matter how good your unit is. If it can't live, I mean, like, that's a great game out the last game. If your units don't live long enough, there's nothing you can do. There's just, you can't, you have to keep your units alive, and you have to make sure they're varied. And they're gonna, and in this scenario, well, he does have some really powerful units. They're just not, he doesn't have enough of them to fight, nor is he using them. Oh, the nice grenade, though. Oh, that was a great grenade. That being said, we have 2 infantry coming up. It's like, oh, reinforcements. Mow them down. Forestall Fallschirmjäger, while very good, still probably going to have some problems. Wow, Stern Pioneers, never mind. They actually come in to support. And then, now he has a chance because he has close range support. Although, grenade will probably murder him. Nice job, Camo, while in retreat. The Volk Squad moving in. Probably could fight. Or just get an MG. Sure, why not? He did throw a grenade, so at least he doesn't have that option anymore. He could do smoke, but, I mean, I don't know. Again, he's fighting that section over there, and he beat them, but then this section, unopposed, is coming on his left flank. Very nice, again, for Kenwerfer, again, ambushing the Jackson. Whatever, in that case, pretty good for you. But as stated before, that is not the point of this. He just needed time to get his Pershing, and with that, he can easily be able to knock out and annihilate these units over here with no qualms. He can literally rush around the Verkenwerfer. Also, love how the Puma's here trying to fight a bunch of Panzerschreck forces. Fallschirmjäger once again deployed. I'm assuming he is 3. Great. This unit's gonna die because you're nice grenade though. Very nice grenade. Only if you had another unit to kill it. Poor MG didn't stand a chance. The Kenwerfer on the run, slowing down, and yeah, gets mowed down. Yeah, not much more I can really say. He got himself a Panzer IV. Too little, too late. The problem is with the Panzer IV, while it's good against infantry, I mean, really good against infantry, he just has so many Panzerschreck forces, and you have no support that by itself, yeah, it can hold them off. Yeah, I can do a bit. But once again, as soon as something else comes in, called the Pershing, it's just GG. I mean, will the Pershing kill it? No, it'll just knock out these units. The Pershing is really good against killing infantry. And Fallschirmjägers, even with the bonuses, still incredibly lightly armored. So again, this thing could probably do a lot of damage. Really surprised he's falling back. He could probably push up at this rate and probably take this guy out. Nice try trying to heal. At least you do have, you probably have enough to hold it back. I mean, if you use this, if it pierced and you got the aim shot, again, that would mean the Puma would actually have the pierce. If you did that with the tank, I think you could hold out. But if you brought in the Jackson as well, it's no way. Or his infantry. Also, again, moving up his major so he can get it ranked up. Rifleman moving in. We still have to remember the American players, all the points and the resources, so he's just like upgrading and can use whatever he can and whatever he wants. Also, again, all of his units are pretty much 3-star now, while the other guys unfortunately losing units left and right. Here comes the Jackson doing a little bit of a swing. And again, versing the two, probably the Jackson unfortunately is at a disadvantage with the Puma on that. But where is the Pershing? Dude, you have a Pershing. Use it. My god. Don't get me wrong. In a 1v1, in case you're wondering why he's being a little bit more cautious, in a 1v1 it is harder. Why? Oh, there's a fighting position, of course. It is harder to win or to hold. Not necessarily. Wow, nice grenade. This is gonna kill him. Wow, it was a perfect hit. That guy is like the luckiest guy ever. He put his hat over the grenade, and he survived. I'm actually curious if you could do that. If you could if a grenade was thrown, you just see the grenade, you put your hat on top of it, and you just duck and cover. I wonder if that would take the full front of the grenade. Probably wouldn't, but that would be a cool story. Yeah, the enemy threw a grenade, and all I did was put my top hat on it. Oh, wow, that was a terrible accent. Sound like a Canadian. Or someone from Fargo. Oh, boy. In any case, again, currently he has the armor. I feel like Ken should push up at this rate. Also, would love how he stole an MG, because why not? He can use that smoke, but again, this isn't... It's a smoke grenade, but it's a very deadly smoke grenade that'll hurt units walking in. So, yeah, it's like white phosphorus in that regard. So you can see it slowly affecting units' health. Panzer IV moving up. He's trying to capture territory, but right now he doesn't have the resources or the men for it. He can deploy another Fallschirmjäger or get another tank. I would recommend another tank. But right now, why are you not moving up your Jackson? My god. Yeah. Right now, if he wanted to, he could move up and just kill these guys. I know he's probably just sticking defensive, and that's probably a smarter move. You don't want to accidentally overextend. But it's a Panzer IV. You can move up and, yeah, like so. Even with the Jackson coming in, it's not Jackson, sorry, Puma. You're not going to be able to use a special on it. There it goes. Maybe a couple of Fallschirmjäger hits, but you're not going to be able to kill it faster enough that, oh, just run over a unit. Why not? And there goes the Puma. So there goes all the Axis armor, and the Puma, this thing is just going to annihilate. Yep, there it goes. It just killed that unit. That's a pretty epic shot, I'm going to be honest. He's like reacting from the explosion, and the bullet hits him. That's pretty amazing. But in any case, yeah, that's game. I do feel like this guy did a really good job. Ken did exactly what he needed to, and he kept all of his units alive. Let me double check his survivability. Wow, he actually lost units? How many? Let's look at his units. He lost 1 Ranger squad and 1 vehicle crew. That's it. That's all he lost. He produced 4 riflemen, never lost 1. Never lost major, never lost captain. Well, this guy, as I pull up on his profile, although he did, wow, 13,000 damage with riflemen, that's pretty cool. Alright. Again, best squad is, wow, team killer, that's awesome. His Volk squads, and he had just mass produced. Again, look at the MG teams he lost. Let's look at the Volk squads he lost. Fallschirmjägers he kept alive. I'm actually surprised. But yeah, I feel like this is a perfect example of survivability. Either side can win. It's all that it pretty much differentiates the two people is if they can keep their units alive, and that changes the game. And I feel like the rifleman, he just did a better job of making sure they stayed alive. Well, and this guy, Endless Nights, he did a great job making sure his quote-unquote Fallschirmjäger squad stays alive. Not much else. And I feel like that's something he needs to improve upon. I feel like Ken needed to improve upon his attacking. I do like how he was fighting on multiple engagements at once, though I feel like, again, he could have pushed a little harder in mid, but that being said, he did win the game through surrender, so I can't really say he played poorly. In any case, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.